following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. My name is Leo Connors. I'm your host, and tonight I got two special guests. I got pro wrestler in training, Gabriel Danger. How are you, bud? Nice to see you. And his father, Gary Stillwell.
Pleasure.
Nice to see you, man.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, guys. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
Listen, we're going to do a half hour. I think that would be good for you to start. And then the next time you come on, we'll do a whole hour. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Gabriel, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, right in Boston, or is it like, you know what I mean? Right in Boston, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you first see pro wrestling?
When I first ever saw it, I think it was in 2011, where the show come on Monday Night Raw, and
Yep.
I just watch it. I don't know, I was like young, and I watched like the tag team matches they do, and a couple years later in 2014, so I really started to watch it more.
Nice.
When the rivalry between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, that's when I started to watch it more and more.
Nice.
And when Roman Reigns too.
Yep. Those guys were great when they came in with the Shield. I love
the Shield.
that gimmick. That was really cool. All right. Were your friends into it?
Yeah, my friends from school.
Okay. I know your father was into it, but he was into it when he was younger like me, because me and your dad's almost the same age. Yeah. We watched it in the early 70s and stuff. Yeah. I never stopped. You said you stopped for a while.
Yeah.
I never stopped, really.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
Absolutely. One of the things, I was the diehard before, like Gabriel's age. I grew up in the era like Chief J. Strongbow, Black Jack Mulligan, Haystack Calhoun.
Yep. All those guys are dead today.
Putski,
Except for
Polish
Putski.
Hammer, San Martino.
Nice.
Dino Bravo.
Yep.
I can go on.
Oh, yeah. We could sit here for 4 hours talking about wrestling.
Right.
When did you go to your first show? Do you remember that?
2015.
Was it WWE?
Yeah, when The Rock came in,
Yep.
surprised everyone.
Oh, at the Garden.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you ever gone anywhere else for a show like that? Like WWE, has it always just been the Garden?
It's always been the Garden.
Okay, cool. I know you've trained at a few different places. So why don't you tell us who's trained you?
Bo Douglas.
Bo Douglas.
Yeah.
And other guys you're at the Bell Time Club. So you got guys like Benny. Benny Jukes is down there.
Right. Benny Jukes is
Awesome guy.
Who else is training down there? Bo,
we got
Benny.
Alex, the prize is down.
Oh,
there.
Alex, Does he help you out a lot? 'Cause he's a good kid, too.
He's a good kid.
Big Bear is
He
down
swears a lot, though, huh? Did you hear what he said on here? I won't say it, but I'll tell you off here. Alex, you're coming up again, I think, in a week or two, and you're bringing in Howitzon's coming with him.
Yeah. Howitson the third.
So, good guy, man. I like him.
He's a great individual.
I like that guy.
I do, too. He has a lot of charisma.
Yes, he does.
And a lot of class.
All right. And you also, at the beginning, was training at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy a little bit in Johnny Vegas.
Johnny Vegas.
Excellent. Johnny's a great guy.
Very great guy.
Yes, he is. Who else is in the class with you down at the Bell Time Club right now? Like you just said, Alex is always there, right?
With Eddie, me, Alec. And,
Eddie. Who's Eddie?
Oh, I think I was his tag partner.
Oh, okay. All right. I know Eddie.
Eddie White. Yeah, Eddie White.
Yes.
There's Barnaby.
Yeah,
Barnaby. Yeah,
nice. So a lot of good people down there. And Pat Dillon's down there. Dante
Pat
Luna.
Dillon.
Good people.
Very great people.
You know, you're with some great people, which must make you very happy.
Yeah, it's like a family in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, man, I'm not in the wrestling business, but those guys treat me like I'm a part of them. Like they really do, man. That's how great those guys are.
Me also.
What's that?
Me also.
Yeah, definitely. How about, I know you've had a couple of matches, all right? What was the first one? Was that with Brian Malonis?
Yeah, that was my first.
Man, oh man. They threw you into the fire.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
He is.
I think, wait a minute, I wasn't there, but I think I saw
you were there.
I was there. Yes, that's right, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long, huh? I don't blame you, though. He'd beat up trust me, he'd beat up a guy that quick that's been wrestling for 10 or 15 years.
You always got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, Brian Malonis is definitely
But you had 2 matches so far, correct? There's more.
Malonis, Fenway.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Who'd you wrestle at Fenway?
Oh, it was a battle royal.
Oh, okay. How was that? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Everyone
Yeah.
got to see me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, oh, you had a lot of family and friends there that night.
Yeah, they were all
'cause
there.
I actually was there for that too.
Yeah,
I was shooting stuff for the show and stuff. I ended up interviewing who did I interview? Bobby Ocean, another guy that's a big fan of
Yeah.
yours.
Just a strength.
Great guy, man. Him and Slick. Have you gone up there at all?
I haven't been to
No?
the shows yet. I'll try to go see.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are great, man. Slick, my youngest, who I was telling you about earlier, Sarah, she's your age. Her favorite wrestler is Slick. Quick story, I got to say this. Slick was a heel at the MWF show. Sarah's just a little girl still.
Right.
She's like 11, maybe 10. And Slick coming on, I said, hey, he's a bad guy, so he ain't going to say hi to you. She's like, what? She was all upset. Slick comes walking by with the glasses. He lifts them up, winks at her, keeps going. She looks at me. I said, that's because he likes you. Don't worry, Sarah. Slick's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
And Bobby Ocean, another great guy. And who like I said, I know he's a fan of yours.
Yeah, Bobby
I've
Ocean.
seen the pictures of you and him together. So and then you wrestled Bear. It was the
wrestled him.
last match. You got any messages for Bear?
Yeah, I'll take you on any time. And if you were right here, I'll body slam you.
Big Bear's in big trouble,
Always.
you know? But you know something? You know, we all know how wrestling works and stuff, you know? Big Bear's a good man,
He is.
you know?
I
Until
respect
you
him.
get in the ring. When the bell rings, friendships are over.
Yeah.
But before that, I know he's been a big supporter of you down at the Bell Time Club, helping you out and stuff, you know, with the training and everything. You know what I mean? So I know you want to body slam him and beat him up, but I also know you know how good of a guy he is and the right guy for you to be in the ring with, you know?
Right.
You can't put a young kid in the ring with somebody that's going to take advantage of him.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to mention any names, but there's guys in New England that would do that.
For certain.
And again, I ain't gonna say no names, you know, but it's nice to see you being a young guy, the youngest kid right now in pro wrestling in New England. I mean, there's a couple kids I think a little older than you.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, but nobody younger than you. And it is a blessing. You're right, and that's a great way to look at it, you know, and all the people that are helping you, like we talked off air, how supportive you know they've been, and how grateful you are for their support.
Always.
You know, that's good. All right, listen, why don't we do some fan questions? All right, Michael Houghton, okay? He wrestles out in Delaware as Mr. Ooh La La. Very great guy. When did you know this was your passion, that you wanted to do wrestling? What year? Was it
2017.
2017?
When I knew I was ready to step in the ring.
Nice. Okay, that's awesome. How about your most memorable moment in the ring so far? I mean, you've had 3 matches. Which one stands out more, or are they all equal?
Most memorable, I'd just say, me body slamming Bear.
Yeah.
That was most memorable.
Nice. And what about how did you feel going into the ring that first night with Malonis?
Watching everyone cheer.
Yeah.
Malonis, that was an awesome match. Quick match, great.
Right. Well, and yeah, and at Fenway, that had to be even. I mean, all 3 of them obviously were special because I mean, you slam Bear, you got to be in the ring with Malonis for your first match.
I must be doing something right.
Yeah, and then you got to wrestle at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody. I mean, don't get me wrong. They've been running shows down there for 4 years, and a lot of people are wrestling, on them. But before they started running shows, nobody wrestled there since the late 60s.
Yeah, I remember
When
that.
Bruno and Killer. Killer Kowalski and
right.
Bruno Sammartino main evented Fenway. So Dante Luna, Bo Douglas, I think Pat might be part of it too. But those guys, I know for a fact it's Bo and Dante for sure. But I mean, I know Pat's part of the Bell Time Club. I'm sure he has his hands in there a little bit because Pat's a great guy too.
He is.
We all love Pat Dillon.
Love Pat Dillon.
Yeah. So Fenway had to have been exciting. And
Yeah,
you
it
said
was.
you had a lot of family there?
Yeah, and the kids loved me there. They're
Yeah.
so excited to see me.
I remember seeing you when you got out of the ring and you were
Yeah.
slapping all the kids. I did see that, yeah. Did you know a lot of those kids?
No,
Oh,
I know all of them.
They liked you because they knew you were a young up and coming. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe you made some kid's day by high-fiving him, and maybe
Did.
now he says, when I'm old enough, when I'm 16, I'm going to be a pro wrestler. Seriously.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You might have made somebody say, some kid may come up to you 10 years from now and say that to you.
Like I want to be just like Gabriel Danger.
Exactly. Yep. And I love the name. Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah, I just came up with it myself.
Nice. All right. So Steve Lambert of the Middlesex Express wants to know, do you have any ideas for characters? Well, we all know that you're Gabriel Danger, and that's the character you want to be, right? All right. Would you like to expand on it in the future? Like what's Gabriel Danger gonna be like 5 years from now, let's say, or 3 years from now? Stronger, bigger, you still want to be local? Or do you want to make it to the WWE someday, or TNA, Ring of Honor, Impact?
Yeah, I want to make it more.
Yeah, you want to just not just be a local legend. You want to do professional wrestling where you can make a living.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that.
Yeah, because honestly, there's not a lot of local guys right now that get a chance to make a living off it. Brian Malonis can.
Right.
He signed to a contract. You know what I mean? Yeah. And before he went to the WWE, do you guys remember Handsome Johnny Ivar of the Viking Raiders?
Yeah, absolutely.
That kid, Warbeard Hanson, he was able to make a living before he was signed to the WWE. Mm-hmm. So you work hard enough, you keep at it, man.
Right.
Keep training. The sky's the limit, Gabriel. The sky's the limit, because you've seen local guys from right around here that have done a lot of stuff in wrestling.
You got to be consistent.
You got to keep working.
Keep working.
Working hard.
More.
Brandon will tell you, he was just on the show a little while ago, early at 5 o'clock.
Sure.
And he'd been sick a week. And he's like, I'm diving back into training. I said, you gotta. Mm-hmm. You missed a week. You know what I mean? You were sick. You got to get back out there and show them how hungry you are for this.
That's not me. I'm not going to just stay home and play video games. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Yep. Well, then to Brandon's defense, he wasn't playing. He might have been playing video games, but he was sick. He really was. He was in the hospital for a little while.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But he's feeling better now.
That's great.
All right. Timmy Murray, also, he used to wrestle, I don't know if he still does, but Timmy Kilgore. He says, what is the part of wrestling you enjoy the most? Gabriel, is it the wrestling in the ring? Is it the, like the drills, the squats and the hitting the ropes? Is it weightlifting, or is it all? Is it everything?
The weightlifting and like the wrestling part.
Yeah, those are the best. Yeah, I can imagine, because Brandon said too, he doesn't really like doing all the drills, the squats. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You must do a lot of them though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't do it, man. My friends climb mountains, man, and I watch them climb mountains, and I get tired. So I couldn't even go to a wrestling class. I'd be exhausted after watching you do all your training. He also says, being so young, starting wrestling, are your parents supportive of you in wrestling?
They are.
Yes, they are. And if you paid attention, Tim, to Gary and add Gary Stillwell on Facebook, you'd know that he's very supportive of Gabriel Danger, his son. And if they are supportive, does it feel like a help or a hindrance?
It's a help.
I think so too. Yeah, definitely. Because no one could take advantage of you. They could if you went by yourself. Honestly. Not that you would let them. I'm not saying you would let them, but they could. I would never let my 16-year-old son go to wrestling unless I knew them. Sure. Like now, you know them all really good. You probably, if you had to work, I'm sure you'd be comfortable enough to leave them because you trust them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at first, I would never, man. I'd be right with them every second.
Like there's absolutely. I understand, because there's one guy who will go to the school, and he's a great resource.
Yep.
And one thing, Barnaby, he's also affiliated, a Belltime affiliate.
Right.
And he trains with Gabriel. And the times where my schedule might be a little bit rigorous, I can call on Barnaby and say, hey,
nice.
Can you pick up Gabriel? And he'll bring him straight to his door, drop him off. So
that's awesome. You had said you like that guy too, huh?
That's awesome.
Nice. I don't know this guy, Barnaby, so if you're on Facebook, hit me up, or maybe we're already friends and I don't even know it. Sorry if I do. Jared Dumling wants to know, do you think you could body slam Big Sean Studd?
I could body slam anyone.
There you go. There you go. Hear that, Jared? Jared, better watch out, because he might come body slam you when he sees you at a show. Jared's a big boy, too. You know Jared? You guys, I think you guys know Jared.
I think I may
have.
He's
at all the. He's at the.
I probably
the Belltime shows and Dante shows.
Yeah, some people I know by visual. Right. Visual, I may have seen him.
Yeah, I know you know, because I think I've seen you talking with him before.
Yeah, then more than likely I probably know who he is.
How about a real good friend of mine, the amazing Kenny? You know Kenny Lockhart, he's in the wheelchair. You know Kenny?
Yeah.
Great guy, man. If you got offered a contract from AEW or WWE/NXT, who would you sign with?
I'd take it. Yeah.
The money, right?
Yeah, I'd take it.
If we had said that off air, I knew you were going to say that. Got to go with the money, even if you were going for a job. If you were going for 2 jobs, and one job says he's going to pay you $18 an hour, and the other guy says he's going to pay you $16.
The highest bidder.
Exactly. One of my best friends in the wrestling, that's a fan like myself, Dan Bolia, wants to know, who is your favorite trainer? You don't have to, you can name a few of them if you want. I understand, you know what I mean? It's got to be hard to pick just one.
Three of my favorites:
Yeah.
Benny Jukes, Bo Douglas, Johnny Vegas.
Nice. You can't go wrong with any of those 3 guys. You kidding me?
Absolutely.
And Benny's incredible, man.
Phenomenal.
I haven't had, Benny brought Alex here for the show, and I haven't had him on yet.
Oh, yeah?
Benny, please come on the show. Dan also says, also being very young in the wrestling business, what are your other goals outside of wrestling and after high school? Do you have any goals? I know you, like you said, you want to make it in wrestling, but is there something that you could fall back on? Do you want to go to college?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Okay,
Probably go.
because I'll be honest with you, a lot of wrestlers go to college while they're wrestling.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So they have something to fall back on someday.
Absolutely.
Because, something happens, you get injured, you could be done forever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's happened to local guys.
Yeah.
Wrestling is a dangerous sport too.
Dangerous.
Tough
So
business, right.
training is very important to always go to training. Bull Morris wants to know, how did you like fighting Big Bear?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was he like ready to rip your head off when you were in there with him?
Yeah, he was. He's always ready.
He didn't hit you with this finisher, did he? That, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Wait a
When you're
minute,
on your knees?
I think-
You're talking about bear trap.
Yeah, the bear trap. I'm sorry
didn't-
that I didn't know the name of it. Bear.
But he
He hit me
did.
with the sitting crossbody.
Oh, okay. But you know which one? The bear trap is the
Yeah.
other one, right?
Like when
Where,
you, like-
oh, dude.
Which one is
That
the
could
best
break my
trap?
The
back.
one where
Splash?
he hits the ropes when they're on their knees and he flattens
Yeah,
you.
that could break my back if he did that.
I think yeah. Did he hit you with that
He
one?
didn't hit you
No.
with that? No.
No. Oh.
Yeah, because I think if he hit you with that,
I'd be done.
yep, exactly. That's the one move from Big Bear. Big Bear beat Hulk Hogan with that move.
Yeah, Yeah.
Are you ready for your next battle with him? Because I heard that you guys are going to be going at it again. Is that true? You guys going to have another match?
I'm ready anytime, anywhere, any place,
Nice.
even right here.
Okay.
Now, do you just watch WWE or do you watch anything you can? Like sometimes you go home and watch anything from the past. Like wrestling used to be territorial. Like if I were to tell you, right, I'll write some stuff down for you too if you want before we leave here today. And you can go online and punch in these companies and check out all these older wrestlers and you could get some moves from them. Things like that, you know what I mean? There's so much good wrestling. Now with it only really being the WWE, you know what I mean?
Right.
Ring of Honor. There's a lot of local stuff. I'm just talking about TV wrestling.
Sure,
You know, you got Impact, you got Ring of Honor, you got WWE.
much.
Now AEW's coming, NXT. There is a lot of wrestling, but there's so much more for a young kid like you to see and learn from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love to be the guy to turn you on to a bunch of wrestlers. You know what I mean? Guys that I was a big fan of. Maybe and your father could do the same. Because
absolutely.
he was fans of a lot of guys, you know? There's so many wrestlers out there that you should watch. Because you can't just learn from one guy, two
Right.
guys. You can learn from watching wrestling. You can wrestle for 20 years. This is what I've been told. I don't know this for a fact. But you can wrestle for 20 years and then wrestle a kid your age, when you're 36, let's say, and you'll learn something from him.
Sure.
Yeah, I watched like the Stone Cold versus
Yep.
The Rock, and I've
Nice.
watched Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan.
Yep, that's awesome. Because those guys are icons of wrestling. Check out Macho Man. Macho Man, Jake Roberts. I'll write a bunch of names down for you if you want. You know what I mean?
Those are great guys.
Ted DiBiase. There's so many wrestlers, right?
A lot.
That you could take a move from him, take a move from, you know what I mean?
Valentine,
Greg
the Hammer
Valentine.
Valentine.
Incredible.
All those guys. And I tell Gabriel
Yep.
all the time, go back and watch some of
Yeah.
those films because I told him like one of the things about honing your craft, you want to actually add more and more things to your toolbox.
Right,
I
right.
try to tell them that.
Now, you had mentioned to me earlier when we first started this, you said something about tag teams. You like tag team wrestling?
Yeah.
Because honestly and truthfully, me and my old co-host Eric, we love tag team. That's my favorite. You said to leave me, you can watch a one-on-one or a tag team match. I want the tag team match. That's just me. I love tag team
A lot of
matches.
excitement.
Like the main events.
Is there anybody around here that you wouldn't mind teaming with?
A lot of guys can't choose.
Yeah, I think you'd look good with Benny.
Yeah.
You know, or that other dude. What's that other guy?
That'd be a
once in a
killer.
while?
That'd be a killer, right
He
there.
wrestles for NECW and stuff. With Toto Loco. That's another guy that's really good.
Yeah.
You
Toto
know,
Loco is the bomb,
that'd be
yeah.
a pretty good team.
Two guys joining forces. Is
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah.
Or how about maybe Alex Price?
Yeah.
You with the power and him with the speed. Not that you're not fast. I'm just saying. Alex is a thin dude, very fast, very good,
Oh yes, yeah.
very good. You know,
and he trains hard. Trains
yes,
very
he
hard.
does. And with you and the power and him with the speed, I'd like to see that. I really would.
I'd pay to see that.
You know,
Have you seen?
okay.
Have you seen my spears I did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do a good spear. I'll tell you right now. I saw Alex wrestle Benny at I think it was Pat's show at the time, UFO show.
Yeah.
And early in the night, it was Chris Dickinson versus Brian Malonis. And we were all like, who's gonna follow that? Right? Who had to follow that was Benny Jukes and Alex Price. And guess what they did? They stole the show.
Wow.
I'm not even joking. That's no knock on Malonis or Dickinson.
Right.
Their match, everybody was like, how are they going
I mean,
to top that match?
those guys are high impact. You know, those
And
guys.
Alex is killing it everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
travels everywhere, you know?
That's very respected.
Now, we're going to play the name game. You can say one word about somebody. You can pass on the name or whatever. You know what I mean? You can tell me you like them, you don't like them, whatever, okay? It's called the name game. How about Bo Douglas?
Very great guy.
Okay.
Very great guy.
Mr. Pat Dillon, personal friend of mine. Not that Bo's not either. I love Bo. Don't get me wrong.
Love Pat also.
Yes, Pat's a great guy. How about I'm going to come back to the third name because I want to talk a little about something else with him. How about Slick Wagner Brown? Have you met Slick?
Yeah, I think I've met him.
Is he giving you any pieces of advice
Not
or
yet,
anything like
not
that?
yet, but
Okay.
I've seen him wrestle.
All right. How about Bobby Ocean? I know he must have because I've
Yeah.
seen
Bobby's
you with
great.
pictures of him.
Great.
Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, my name's Jason Rumble. You know Jason?
Yeah.
How about Jason? You like
Yeah, he
Jason?
tag teams with Douglas.
You what?
Oh, he tag team Jason.
Yes,
Rumble?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Great guy, right?
Very great.
Yeah. I guarantee he was one of the guys that started the Bell Time Club.
He was a Killer
Yes, the
Kowalski
founders.
affiliate as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
him and Bo
Also,
Douglas. Bo Douglas
the
and
Boston bad boy, Tony Rumble.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Jason's a great guy. Has always treated me with so much respect. I love Jason. How about a kid that's killing it everywhere? Vern Vicalo. You know Vern, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about Vern?
Vern, he's doing great right now.
Yeah.
See his
He-
match.
Did you see? I heard he had a match Saturday night with,
Yeah.
you know, Kellen Thomas. You know who that is? The Riot.
Yeah.
That kid's incredible too. He actually just had a huge match just recently. I want to say was with Ray Phoenix. I think if I'm wrong, Kellen, I'm sorry, but he had a big match
Right.
at XWA and he killed it, man.
A lot of following.
You
A
know,
lot of
have you guys gone down to that on Thursday nights? The $5 throwdown in Rhode Island.
No,
Not yet. I want to go there.
Yeah, they have a show. Like I haven't been there either. So, but I get up early in the morning to go to work. I'm sure like you
Yeah,
do.
same
But
here.
yeah, they put on shows Thursday nights for $5.
I would love
and
to
you
see that,
and you
yeah.
could meet. Have you guys met Jose Perez yet?
I don't think of that.
No?
No.
Great guy, man. Telling you, that's a guy. That's a guy you want to talk to someday too. Jose's a very well respected guy. He doesn't wrestle anymore. I think I want to say I heard he might come back for a match. I'd love to see it.
Sure.
Great guy. All right. How about Vern's sometimes tag team partner? I know you know him, the fitness man, Dan Terry. How's Dan? Dan treat you all right?
Yeah, he treats me
Yeah.
all right.
Have you wrestled with him like in training or anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. I know a guy that's down with Dante's promotion. Okay. Trey, the smooth operating gangster. Have you met Trey?
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Has he given you any advice? Or
Yeah,
anything?
he give me some tips.
Yep.
When I wouldn't know, oh, you just say this, like the right way.
Yep. He's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know how he likes his peanut butter, right? Smooth.
Yeah,
you got that
Trey
right.
the smooth
Ah,
operating
he's
gangster.
awesome, man.
Yeah, he comes through the bell time, and
Nice.
he'll sit down with us, and he's he's with Bo Douglas.
Yep,
All
yep.
those guys are Kowalski affiliates, so
Nice.
they'll critique the match, and they'll be very vocal, and so he's
Yep.
gave Gabriel
That's
a lot of
excellent.
points.
You need that from the veterans to help
Yeah.
you out like that. How about we'll go with a referee, Kevin Quinn.
That's
You
my
know,
Very
Mr.
awesome.
Quinn.
That's my man.
He's awesome, man.
Kevin is also a good resource for Gabriel when we was at.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, he was
chaotic.
helping me at
Yep.
the academy, New England Academy.
Yep.
Yeah, he was one of the guys who gave me his number really quick.
Nice.
Gave it to Gabriel, said anything you need. I'm
Kevin's a
here.
great
Call
guy,
me
man.
3 a.m.
And he's branching out more and more now
Yeah.
too.
Kevin is
Like
great.
he's not always around New England anymore.
Yeah, he's
Sometimes he's gone, man. Like,
Yeah.
where's Kevin? He's in Ohio. He's
Oh, yeah, that's
in
true.
New York. He's all over the place.
I follow him, and he's moving around.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. We're gonna do a couple quick names. I know that someday you're gonna have a match with this guy, and right now he might be one of the 2 hottest wrestlers in the world right now,
Is his
not
name-
just New England. His name is Christian Casanova, killing
I
Novas.
already knew that. I've been dying for that match.
I hear you.
Where are you?
He's one of the
Is-
best.
Is he in here? Is Christian in here?
No, he ain't in here.
Is
No,
it-
no.
Is he in there?
How about the other guy that's probably the 1 and 2? You could say him either way, right? But this guy, I don't think anyone, honestly, I love Christian, but I don't think anyone has had a better year,
Yeah, Bishop.
2019, than Anthony Green.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. AJ.
Yeah.
AG has won titles everywhere, tournaments everywhere,
He's-
and Christian's right there too. I'm just saying, but
yeah.
it's hard to top the year
Yeah.
AG has had.
You know,
He almost married 2 women too. I mean, come on.
Is that real?
the Platinum Honeys.
Yeah, it was real. I don't know, man. If it was real, he's really lucky. I might be storyline based,
The Platinum
but
Honeys.
I don't know if the first time promo they ever did, he kissed them both. I was jealous.
That's real enough.
Yeah, but that was me. That was me though when I was his age. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those
All
guys.
right, listen.
Those guys are awesome.
Gonna do a last name because we're running short on time. Dante Luna.
Very great guy. He promotes everyone at
Yep.
his shows he does.
What a great promoter. His
Yeah.
first show, he had that place packed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, he's a very well-respected guy. Nobody works harder than him.
Yeah, he.
Seriously, he says it right on his arm, man. Try it.
No
out.
one was
Travels
harder.
everywhere and like the photography.
Yeah, and he does documentaries. I swear to God, I don't care what. Dante, I don't know if you believe me or not, but I tell everybody this. Everyone's going to know his name someday.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
And half the world knows it now.
Yep.
know?
I'm serious. I say it all the time, man.
Gotta be
I tell
taken
people.
seriously.
Get Doug Clark.
Doug Clark.
Doug Clark.
Yeah, your weightlifting guy.
Yeah, he's
Right,
the
we're still
reason
going,
why
don't worry.
I'm this. When I first started training with him, I wasn't in shape like I am right now.
Yep.
But he trained me like to be like a very, very strong weightlifter.
Now, where is Doug Clark out of, guys?
Saugus, Massachusetts.
Saugus, Mass?
Yeah.
All right. Gabriel, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Gary.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Anytime. Ready, guys? We're out. Peace.
Okay.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.